Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol at Big Cat Rescue, and our crew and cats have arrived. They arrived at about, I think, 6 o'clock this morning. It was still dark, so they put them all in the cat hospital, and we're getting ready to release them out to their enclosures, so I thought you guys might want to come along. Sorry about the wind noise. I gotta run like the wind. Grab your coffee and your snacks. There's 4 cats to go outside, so this might be a long one. Hey Tanya, hey Beth Ann. They're here, they're here. Man, that was a long ride from Hollywood, California to Tampa, Florida. Even the cats aren't awake yet. Oh, there's a cat. Hey, Cully. Welcoming the new cats, Duchess. Good morning, Rich. I got a big old spider hanging right there in front of me. Ugh. You're live.
I just went live.
Oh no.
I just actually ended it. I introduced everybody, told them that we were back.
Ah, wonderful.
And told them we'd be back in like 15 minutes. So
Well, we're back.
that was fast. Hi everybody who was just here. Good morning.
Look at you guys, all upright.
Yeah. Let me put my shades back on. All right. Yep.
I have a golf cart. Do you want to put them on my cart?
No, we only have that to transport. So.
Oh, yeah, I got room for 3 people. That was a good idea to weigh everybody. Ooh, it's amazing. No bird, no kidding.
Grandma Tom Tom.
Aww. Welcome, Tom Tom.
Long ways behind them. The crossways.
I like the van. I've never seen seats set up that way.
Well, they took 2 rows out for us.
He's a snarl. So is this Shiloh? Filmo. Hey, Filmo. Sweet Mouser. You want to just go to the office? You could live in Karma's room. closer. Oh, there's just so many interesting things out here. I have room for more riders.
Shiloh.
We're gonna trip the gate, so.
Doesn't matter. We'll do the green part.
I love the picture in front of the Hollywood sign. Have you ever been there?
Yes. And I made the same mistake a second time. There's a fairly large road with a pull-off section for parking that you can go and see the Hollywood sign well and take pictures. The last time I went to it, I was telling them about how I went the wrong way and I went up through the hills of all the super wealthy people where the road's less than single wide, and it just winds up through the mountain, and there's lots of fancy houses and fancy cars, and driving that 15-passenger van through there was super fun because I made the same mistake again. I made it.
Somebody needs to fix that on their GPS map. All of a sudden, GPS is routing people to my house on the other side of the river. Like they could just come straight across the creek. Thank you for getting rid of that spider. No, I had a spider hanging right there a minute ago.
Have you checked in any of the cages they're going in?
They had cats in them, but Apollo wasn't very mobile.
Yeah, they were all working in.
Oh, well, I haven't checked doors or anything. They wanted to do some platform work in here, and the Hollies won't be here till later today.
Oh, it looks pretty.
It's beautiful. Well, if we put him back there, we can.
So, if you want to look, I think the ramp just needs the bottom rung.
Young guys go.
It needs like 6 planks replaced. Okay.
Who's going in here? So this was Apollo's enclosure. We lost Apollo, 22 or 23-year-old lynx. I'm checking the doors here to make sure they're all latched and locked, which they are. No holes around the trees where the cat could get out. Nope, that looks good. Mrs. Claus has been moved back there. She loves that big tree in her cage. just want to check this tree. Who's coming in? Well, Shiloh is going to love this tree. And what I'm looking for is how the cage wraps around the trees to make sure there's not a big enough spot for a bobcat to get out. It was made so that a 60 or 70 pound lynx cannot get out. And it all looks good to me. It's an obstacle course. I think we had 55, and this is, we had one come in last week and then 4 this week, so we should be at 60 cats now, I think. Oh man, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah, it really is a beautiful enclosure. This was Jumanji's cage, and then Apollo's cage. It has a concrete den back there that's 8 feet by 12 feet. You can see the little opening on the side of the platform. Platform's got a couple of boards that we want to replace today, so that's why he's getting released into the back end. And it's got this amazing platform and tree. And then over there, he's got 2 more dens. You can see a den behind Jamie, and he's got a platform back there in the background, and then another den way back there. And plenty of water bowls, because so many of our cats are elderly, so they get lots and lots of water bowls. So what we're waiting for is a shift door. It's a flat door that the cat can't see through, that they'll be able to slide in place so that they can take off the front and then move him through this guillotine door into the other side so that we can all get out of here. With bobcats, it's some do and some don't like the water. We usually find out when it rains. We had a cat named Rain Dance for many years because whenever it would rain and there would be puddles of water, she would just splash in them until you couldn't tell what kind of cat she even was. She would just cover herself in mud. They loaded these cats up on Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I think they hit the road by about 11, and they have been driving ever since. Are you watching? Well, he was watching. It's nice of you to stay back away from them. Now he wants to go. I bet you've never seen ferns in your whole life. Those are all yours.
Come on, mister.
He is big. Holy cow.
Big boy.
You're such a big bucket.
Okay.
Looks a little gimpy on that back leg.
Go bobcat tail. Go bobcat tail. Jimmy, do you want to put that door so they can come in?
Do you walk like that there? I never got to see him walk. Looks like he's got a bad knee.
You might get a little clip of that for the vet. Whatever you guys are doing, I don't want any part of that.
I don't want to do this right now. You guys can deal with it later. Okay. Should just put a clip date, like swinging clip date on there.
I'll get it.
Oh, can't go anywhere without you.
Yeah, he's gonna need it.
So yeah, that's it. They gotta replace 5 more.
Was this stick out here for a reason? And are you sure you want to put a new cat in the front cage instead of in the Bisco?
There's not much room for him. I was thinking about, but the cat we're putting in here is kind of more shy. Do you want to just drift him over?
I think he'd be much more apt to want to be around people.
Where is he? Oh,
He's right there watching us.
oh, you have to go get the other side of that.
No, Bisco! Would you like to come over here? Oh, hang on, everybody. Trying to get this latch off. I got the snaps off the other side, Jamie.
Biscuit, what are we doing? You can come over here.
Oh. No, Bisco! Look at this! Oh my goodness! Who's a good boy?
He's so excited.
Well, maybe not. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Yes, you're gonna get it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. You're so smart. You're so smart.
Oh, nope. No take backs. No take backs.
Man.
Is there a lock on here?
No. I can't.
Do you want channel off this one?
Since we don't know whether or not these cats coming from California are accustomed to seeing a lot of people, I doubt that they were, we decided to move Nabisco up front here where he's on the tour path, even though it's a little bit smaller cage than what he had. And then we'll put the new cats back in the back. You're gonna have so many new neighbors. You're just gonna love it. It's gonna be so much fun. Right now, it's so much fun to explore, huh? Oh my goodness. All this stuff happening. New den. I need that.
There's a lot of roots here.
Yep.
While they're going through the safety gates, I'll take you back over here to see Shiloh. He's a little bit nervous. I'm gonna give him some space. Now, Bisco! Can you be very nice to your new neighbors? Yeah? Catherine's putting a lock on that guillotine door so that nobody accidentally opens it up and lets two bobcats into the same space. I love how a 19-year-old cat can still make us all jump.
This one's 3. Here.
Oh, is this Filmo?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you
We just had
putting
to
the
put
youngsters.
Young boys by the young boys together.
That's smart.
And the old lady by at least Lovey because she's middle.
Much better.
Middle. Put the girl with the girl and the boys with the boys.
Have little boys combo.
I know. We like had a discussion. What do you think? Because we didn't realize how big he was going to be. He is big. So like, oh, he should probably get the bigger space because he's big. Yeah, Grandma's been a feisty her. And the TT. Because like Tom, what kind of name is it for a girl? Oh, so it's their calling her Grandma. Like when we forget they're in the car, we're just like, too long, all of a sudden you're,
The one going next to Hutch will be the Savannah cat because we're going to have to put him in the small section with the 2x4 wire to make sure that he can't escape 4x4 wire. And Hutch's cage had a section that was 2x4 and then his other section's 4x4. So we'll do some tests with some food on the other side of 4x4 to make sure that he can't get through to it before releasing him into the bigger openings. I bet you had no idea you were going to have such an exciting day. It's best catter day yet. I'm going to get back here to the side so that I'm not right in his face when he goes to come out. The
like that.
So we can shut the gates.
I see what you
Edit, take 2.
go. I got it.
You guys have got to be way too tired to be doing this. Welcome home, Filmo.
He's super curious. Super curious. brave. Be very brave. Oh, there's a biscuit.
Yeah.
He's a reacher. I think it's his little tail.
He got a cute little tail.
Your prancy self is not helping.
Biscuit, tell your friend.
Tell your friend it's okay. Tell your buddy it's okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Tell your
that was
buddy it's
sweet,
okay.
Nabisco. There you go. Right into the den.
That's fine.
I love it. They're going to let you out of there in just a minute.
Smells like a biscuit in there.
Does it smell like you? It smells like you.
Wait a minute, I used to live there.
Is he going to get your stuff? Oh, man. You cats can get your stuff.
It's like, oh man, I moved into my ex-wife's house.
Yeah, I bet you need a bath.
She's gonna update the measurement sheets to add everybody, but Shiloh's gonna have a restriction to weight. He had his whole cage loaded with cardboard paper to get measurement. But we didn't get to see it.
Look at you being sweet. Look at being so sweet. Thelmo's got really nice digs back here. He's got another one of those 8x12 concrete dens under dirt, so it's a big, nice, cool cave back there. Then he's got the little den that you saw him in here, and a great platform system in the background.
Good.
You're all locked up?
There's a cement den. We'll never see one, so go back. It's a good hiding spot if you're very scared. Don't be upset with your neighbor. He's super cute. Oh, right, Bobcat TV. I love the rescue show. Love when that rescue show's on. Coming in.
you.
Mouser? Yeah.
Do you need bug spray?
No.
They're eating meat alive. It's natural. And it really has a nice mist to it. You know, most of them are like all gloppy on you.
Oh, yep.
I think she can make that turn. Oh, she made it. And the games are on.
You might be friends with her. I don't know what colors are. They came from a very, like, tight card area of cages. And dropped cars and
Well, they will quickly learn that food comes on carts here.
Boogie!
You calling him Whoopi or Boogie?
Boogie. Boogie!
He only does it for you.
Ever since he was little, I call him Boogie Monster because he was afraid of everything when he was little.
Aw.
Then it got changed to Boogie.
Did you hear there's a new part circle in town? Yeah, you too? All the servals are out. There's Cricket. You're looking a little pudgy there, Cricket. There's Hutch. Good morning.
Annie! Good morning! Bud?
I don't know if you need to worry about it. I think you can just set the carrier in there to the door.
Well, we want to weigh the carriers and I don't want them to get soaked with rain, the hay and stuff.
You have a new neighbor. You do. His name is Mouser. Can you say hello to Mouser? Try not to scare him. Yeah. You just can't help how scary you look. This will be Mouser's cage, and he's got a really nice tree that he can get up in. He's got a tunnel here that leads over to this 4x4 type wire. See, this is 2x4 wire, which will hold a smaller cat. And they're going to shut the door to the tunnel until we're absolutely sure that you can't escape 4x4 wire. Hutch, you're going to have a new friend. A new friend like the old friend. Probably as chatty. Beecher has been moved up by the kitten cabana, so he will have a lot more human interaction, which he loves. He loves to talk to everybody. Hi, Hutch. Oh, man. It's exciting. Probably need a lock on this one too to make sure nobody accidentally sets him free. Is that you talking? Is that the mouser?
This stuff beforehand. Line them up right there.
I was just gonna try to get him doing lockout, so we
Oh, I
can
see.
straight out, but I don't have the cutters.
I'm gonna go grab one of those locks off the other end here so we can lock that tunnel shut. Wow, yeah. You're gonna love your new friend.
You're such a sweet boy. You're gonna be so excited to get out of there.
It's like, this does not look like much of a cage. He's going into that lockout.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's so easygoing. Super friendly. Pretty sure you can go. You'll be like, ooh.
Are you rolling? I can't get my key out of this lock, but it probably needs to stay in it until it locks it.
Okay.
Well, never mind. I thought they were going to be screwing around for a while and you'd have time.
One thing I don't miss is mosquitoes. They didn't really have any.
There's spray on my cart, or those little wristbands are on my cart right behind you.
Watch your butt. Don't take backs. Put your butt in. Don't take backs. Yeah, dishes. Eat grass?
Already?
He's like, well, where I came from, it was desert sand. They have
Never
enough
seen
grass
anything
at all.
green.
Shrubs and sand.
Hey, Maureen, can you come lock this? It takes two hands because you need the key to lock it. And it'd be easier before he's out running around in there.
I have spray in my pocket if it won't lock.
I'm not even sure it's going to cross over. It's so far between the two bars.
Did you turn it to lock it?
Well, it needs to be clamped shut and then turn it. And you can move it closer to you if that's easier. Just need something where people don't accidentally let him out of there. Let me at that big grass. way you could have matching bruises.
That's how I get all those bruises. You always wonder. It's reaching through that wire. You
Yeah.
have to use a key. These are all very true.
The key's in it. It's still giving her that much trouble. I just have a feeling you're probably very grabby. Look how long your tail is. You have twice as much tail as you need. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All the grass. So much grass.
This is a Savannah cat. It's a cross between a serval and a domestic cat. And people pay an awful lot of money for them because they're supposed to be very exotic and use a litter box and eat cat food. And instead you get a cat that doesn't look so very exotic and does not want anything except live animals or raw meat and pees all over the house, which usually lands them either being dumped or in sanctuaries.
Pace yourself, buddy.
Don't eat it all the first day.
It's like, I want a salad for supper.
What would you like to drink with that salad, sir?
Oh, that's not good on camera. Threw up a little bit of his grass. Didn't quite go down right. Don't worry, the grass grows here year round.
Oh, there goes my cart. And where does Tom Tom live?
Next to Lovey.
Oh, okay.
That way.
It's beautiful, that sunlight coming down through the trees. I loved your sunset pictures on your trip. It's probably hard to really appreciate the beauty when you haven't slept for days.
Been to 17 states in 6 days.
Oh man. And if you back that out like 10 days, you're like 17 states and how many countries?
Three countries.
Good Lord. So this will be the 19-year-old. She's going to move in next door to Lovey Bobcat. Lovey Bobcat lost her mate, Thurston. And even though she had been with a mate her entire life, it's not like these two would ever want to be cage mates, because these cats are solitary, and usually the only way you can bond them is when they grow up together. So they'll be next door neighbors, but not cage mates. Lovey's got 3 cages here, so she gave up one double for Tom Tom to have. I don't see any sign of Lovey. I saw there's Max. Are you watching Max? Oh man, Aunt Mary Ann. There's Mary Ann. They just moved over here next to Lovey too. This cage across from us is as long as a football field, and it's built into 3 sections. It was originally built for the Cougars, Aries, Artemis, and Orion, so that they would each have about an 1,800 square foot space to themselves. You can see the hills in the background there, so each one had one of those hill cages, and then they had this super long one that ran the whole length of the road. All the way, you can't even see the end. It's way down there, close, right across the street from that white fence. Oh, I do see Lovey. Lovey is up on top of her platform way back there. She's got a good vantage point where she can watch and see who the new neighbor is. I love the name Tom Tom. I think it's adorable. So what you saw Jamie doing there was checking where the roof meets the tree here to make sure that even though she's 19 years old, probably can't climb a tree, we want to be absolutely sure there's no space around it that would allow her to escape. So what they were trying to do is distract her away from Maureen so that Maureen can get the cage door open. While we're waiting, I want to thank everybody who has signed up to be a subscriber. The people who subscribe get extra videos, mostly stuff from our keepers. When our keepers are out taking care of the cats, they take extra videos and photos that we don't share on our main site. And those are for the people that are subscribers. The subscribers pay 99 cents per month, and you can do it right there in Facebook. Facebook handles the payment to us. And that way you're supporting the cats, which is wonderful. We have over 1,000 people now that do that, so that's over $1,000 a month to help us raise the $4 million a year that we need to run the sanctuary. But I think it'll really add up as more people do it. And the main reason we did it was because Facebook doesn't always show people all the stuff from us that we, they say that they want to see our stuff, and yet Facebook only shows you the same old pictures of your family that you've seen 10 times already that day instead of the stuff from brands. So we hoped that it would enable our viewers to be able to get the stuff from us that we post by being subscribers, and most of the people have reported that that's been their experience. They're seeing more of the things that they signed up to see, plus all of the exclusive content. So everybody's backing away from her and giving her time to come out. Looks like she's thinking about it. We'll check back in on the neighbors. Maybe one less person standing there will help. You look pretty bored, Max. Yes, Tom Tom is the grouchy one. She's the 19-year-old. She's already in renal failure. She's not grooming herself very well. I don't know how long she'll have, but at least she'll have a nice, peaceful life here. Are you bored out of your mind, Max? Man, that old cat needs to just get on out. So the keepers are all moving to the very back of the cage away from her. See if that helps. What do you think, Lovey? Yeah, that neighbor lives right next door now. And then our even more shy bobcats live back here. I see Dryden or Kelowna 1 trotting away. There's Tiger Lily. Yeah, you wondering where your Brittany went? He's on vacation. I see those little cat ears back there in the grass. And somebody waiting for breakfast. That's Kelowna. And Dryden is right next door over here in the grass. There he is. Never see little Dryden. Hi. Oh, yeah. And you're not going to see me either, lady. What do you think, Sukari? So many new cats. So many. One kind of looks like you. Oh, did that leaf fall right on you? Did that spook you? There was a leaf. Go up and see how Shiloh and Bisco and Filmo, the O's, are all getting along. I also want to say thank you to everybody who donated to make it possible for us to rescue all of these cats here in the last couple weeks. And there's still 2 more tigers that have not found homes yet at the wildlife way station. Jamie and I try not to ever leave the sanctuary at the same time, and I have 2 weeks worth of travel coming up. And then after that, we think, the Guatemala tigers coming in. And I think the sentencing for the guy who tried to kill me is sometime in October. So after all of those things happen, if the cats in California still don't have homes, then Jamie may be going back out there for those 2 cats. So you guys donating really helps take care of the cats that we just rescued and the ones that we're able to rescue in the future. I really, really appreciate that. This is Nabisco, the little twitchy tail. Where did Filmo go? Where'd he go? I see where you're looking, but I don't see a cat there, unless he's still in the den. Maybe he hasn't figured out there's a door in the wall. I don't see him in the den, though. I see Shiloh. Oh, sorry, everybody, spinning around. So there's Shiloh. Hi. What do you think of this? Have you ever seen so much greenery in your whole life? Being that they were from California, it was an area of desert. So they had like hard pan, I don't even know, I wouldn't even call it dirt. It was like concrete. It's so hard. Hi. And then I think a lot of the cages actually were concrete. Where did the Filmo go? Where did he go? Is he in his den? Yeah. Did he go in the den? I don't want to scare you. I gotta get around this big old tree, though. Hi. Are you watching Nabisco? I'm watching him. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Maybe a little later on when Tom Tom is out and feeling more comfortable, I'll introduce you guys to her. Love you guys. Thank you for loving our cats.